a matchup of the top two picks last night. The Magic ended up benching Paolo Banchero because, quote, we've seen what Paolo was capable of doing. The team also said they wanted to give other players a better look. Shannon, are you good with this approach by the Magic?
I'm surprised by it, but I'm okay with it, Skip. And I've said this before, because a lot of times, Paolo Banchero understands that I'm going to be on this team. Chet Holmgren knows he's going to be on the team and all these other hot draft picks. A lot of these guys, Skip, are undrafted or two-way guys. And so they don't necessarily play the best brand of basketball by trying to get the ball to the other guys that the actual people came to see in the summer league. But from what I've seen from Banchero, he looks to be the real deal, Skip. NBA body, consistent. I mean, I saw more in the two summer league games than I saw at Duke on a consistent basis.
Agreed.
And so with that being said, and they said, look, we want to get some other guys some quality looks. We know what he can do. I'm cool with that. He's averaging 25 and 6 in 2 games. He'll get a lot of opportunities in 82 regular season games to play. That won't be an issue. So I'm cool with it, Skip. I would have liked to see him play, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool. I'm surprised they didn't bring Cole Anthony or one of these younger guys, like for Chet Holmgren, how they had Josh Giddey. They're already building chemistry, but I guess they say, well, you know what, once we hit training camp, we'll get an opportunity to work on chemistry. But I believe Giddey and Holmgren will already have a head start on that. So I'm cool with it. I guess he had a little nick. He got his ankle nicked, and he was limping a little bit. They said it's nothing serious, but, man, I like the man. I ain't the biggest Duke. I don't really care for Duke because, you know, if you root for Carolina, you don't really care for Duke. But this kid here, man.
I was very uncool with what I did not know until I turned on my TV to watch Chet versus Banchero.
Right.
Because I have loved the way they laid out these summer league schedules because they made it a round robin of the top 3 picks.
Right.
Head-to-head, 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 where everybody got to face everybody. And this was finally Chet, the number 2 pick, versus the number 1, the surprise number 1 overall.
Yes.
Paolo Banchero. And at tip-off, I find out, what? He's not going to play? And the ESPN commentators didn't seem to know exactly what had happened. So my first thought was, does he have an injury?
Right.
Are they hiding that the ankle injury is worse than we know? It's possible. If that's the case, you got me.
Right.
I don't think that's the case because Banchero was asked after the game, what's up? And he said, they suggested what was best for me and I didn't really want to push back or anything. He says, I was happy with how I played. They were happy with how I played. They were just comfortable with doing that. I wasn't going to give them any pushback. Well, he just
19.
Just walked in the door.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Is he going to make a big fuss over it? No, he's not. I believe that they planted the early seeds of load management in this kid's mind. This is how we do business at this level. We protect our assets, and we have to make sure. It's like they're saying you have only so many dribbles in one body. It's like hits in football. Well, it's not like football. And so I'm sorry, I can't really buy
You got a lot of dribbles in a 19-year-old body, Skip. And plus, Skip, we got 82 games. We're going to get an opportunity. And do we really think that is he going to look, there are still a couple of pieces away from being a team that can make the playoffs or make the play-in tournament. I do believe they'll be better than what they were before. But like I said, look, I wanted to see him play just like you. I wanted to see the matchup. Hopefully they would guard each other.
They would.
And
they would have.
Right.
You know he would want Chet.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
He did a number on him when they played in college.
Did he?
Yeah, when Duke played Gonzaga. They beat him. They upset him.
Oh, that's right. It was earlier.
Early in the year.
Okay. My issue here is this league continues to self-destruct. It's killing what I thought was a growing golden goose. You have to give the fans what they're on the edge of the seat for. You can't act like Kevin Durant when you have a 4-year deal and say, I want out. You can't be James forcing his way to Brooklyn and force his way to Philadelphia.
Right.
And in the summer league, you can't have us all excited and at the last second say, oh, April
Right.
Fool's in July.
Because that's the only reason people watching these games, Skip.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
see
the only
Chet
way.
Holmgren and
You
Banchero.
just do, because Chet's hard to figure. It's like, is he or isn't he? But it's fascinating to watch. You want to see him head-to-head. I wanted to watch Jabari versus Chet. I want to see the round robin. I wanted to see Jabari versus Paolo, because that Banchero just said, I got this.
That's just the way it is, Skip, in football. I mean, if an offensive guy and a defensive guy, and they get an opportunity to play in the preseason, I want to see them match up.
I want to see them match up. Don't take that away, and don't show this kid we're going to protect you, because it comes across to me like Orlando said, let's protect our asset in image, because he has already validated our plunge, because we had to plunge to take him number one over Jabari.
Right.
For that matter, over Chet.
Correct.
And we plunged, and he backed us up. He validated for 2 games. He only played 2 games.
2 games.
2 games? And it's like, let's not send him out for a 3rd game against Chet and have him unvalidate what he already validated. So let's protect our image and our asset. Let's just shut him down. Why would you shut him down? He's the next thing. He could be, to your point, he could be, I don't know if I can go to star, but he could be.
Right.
I saw flashes of that. And to your point also, here we go again, Coach K, I didn't see any of this. Right?
Right. And it normally takes the Duke players. If you look at Ingram, you look at Tatum, Zion was an all-star in his 2nd year. But for the most part, it takes them a year or 2 to develop. But once they develop, you look at Kyrie, and once he developed, I mean, now you talk about guys that are perennial all-stars.
Yeah.
And so this kid has to make it. He has an NBA-ready body right now. Big kid, 6'10", can handle the ball, can shoot the ball, can put the ball on the floor, and he will accept the challenge. Oh, that's the best guy over there? Well, let me have it.
Okay.
I mean,
to me, basketball players need to play basketball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
When you're 19 or 20, you just need to play. I don't care what the competition is. It's still the National Basketball Association.
Yeah.
You need to go out and get your feet wetter and wetter. Figure it out.
And the thing is, Skip, there'll be a time that when you get in your early 30s that you'll need that load management. But I don't think a 19-year-old.
No, and now you've shown him we will protect. So you know what's going to happen. Oh, back-to-back, I don't play back-to-back.
No. You can't. I mean, as a 19-year-old, you got to play back-to-back. If they have back-to-back-to-backs, you played all 3 of those games as a 19-year-old. Teenagers don't get sore.
Well, Chet didn't play all 3 in a row in Utah, but he did play back-to-back. But then they had 3 in a row.
Right.
But he has played 5 Summer League games, and Banchero played 2.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Banchero said, I'm that deal, though. Y'all two not.
Okay.
He sure did. He sure did. All right, I'm ready for that NBA schedule to come out, counting down the days. Guys, would the Nets actually give LeBron and the Lakers KD and Kyrie? More on that coming up on FS1.